Apex News, India, Northeast.
नमस्ते, मैं हूं दीपिका दे और आप सभी देख रहे हैं एपेक्स न्यूज इंडिया। चलिए देखते हैं आज की हेडलाइंस, खबरें विस्तार से। एक ऐतिहासिक निर्णय में मेघालय कैबिनेट ने गुरुवार को खासी और गारो भाषाओं को अंग्रेजी के साथ राज्य की आधिकारिक भाषाओं के रूप में घोषित कर दिया। मुख्यमंत्री कनराड के संगमा ने बताया कि कैबिनेट में मेघालय आधिकारिक भाषा अध्यादेश 2026 को मंजूरी दे दी है। यह निर्णय लंबे समय से चली आ रही मांग के बाद लिया गया है, जिसमें इन भाषाओं को संविधान की 8वीं अनुसूची में शामिल करने की बात कही गई थी। फिलहाल राज्य का आधिकारिक कार्य अंग्रेजी में होता है।
So we hope that the governor will also give his assent as soon as you send the same to him. And the process is such that it has to be ratified by the regular assembly session. So that is the process. We don't have anything to say on that. Be it through a special session or the cabinet meeting, it's acceptable to us because it is proper to do that. So 1, 2, 3. One more. Thank you.
Thank you so much for the future and everything. That is very important. We will remember you for
so much, sir. Wonderful news.
wonderful news.
Thank you so much. Talking about Parliament, if we can get a reaction from you regarding this women reservation bill.
Yes. This women's reservation bill that has been introduced in the Parliament in the special session today is a very, very welcome step on part of the government of India, especially the Honorable Prime Minister. This has been a long pending demand, a long pending issue, and this is something that should have been done a long time back. But we must give credit to Honorable Prime Minister for this bold step and the bold decision that he has taken. There will always be critics, there will always be people who will argue in different ways. But if you look at the larger section of society and the larger impact that it will have on democratic representation, which, as we have seen, whether it's Meghalaya state or even in the parliament, that the representation of women is not as at the level that it should be. This will be a very, very important democratic reform and will allow representation of women at the top level to be able to take decisions which will help overall the society and women, especially at large. And it's, as I said, it's a very positive decision. We as a government and as a political party, the National People's Party, we completely support this decision. We are very, very happy with this decision. And at every level, whatever is required, we will support it. And at the same time, I urge that all political parties, all organizations across society must support a positive reform like this, as it will be in the larger interest of the state and the country as a whole.
What about the delimitation of the vote?
Delimitation is, of course, another aspect. If you look at the overall demographic changes that are taking place, population trends that are there, delimitation is the need of the hour. So hence it must be done. And
मुख्यमंत्री कनराड के संगमा ने महिला आरक्षण विधेयक, जिसे नारी शक्ति बंधन अधिनियम भी कहा जाता है, जोरदार समर्थन किया। उन्होंने इसे लंबे समय से लंबित एक महत्वपूर्ण लोकतांत्रिक सुधार बताया। मेघालय कैबिनेट ने भी इस कदम का स्वागत करते हुए कहा कि इससे संसद और राज्य विधानसभाओं में महिलाओं की भागीदारी बढ़ेगी।
has been introduced in the parliament in the special session today is a very, very welcome step on part of the government of India, especially the Honorable Prime Minister. This has been a long pending demand, a long pending issue, and this is something that should have been done a long time back. But we must give credit to Honorable Prime Minister for this bold step and the bold decision that he has taken. There will always be critics, there will always be people who will argue in different ways. But if you look at the larger section of society and the larger impact that it will have on democratic representation, which, as we have seen, whether it's Meghalaya state or even in the parliament, that the representation of women is not as at the level that it should be. This will be a very, very important democratic reform and will allow representation of women at the top level to be able to take decisions which will help overall the society and women, especially at large. And it's, as I said, it's a very positive decision. We as a government and as a political party, the National People's Party, we completely support this decision. We are very, very happy with this decision. And at every level, whatever is required, we will support it. And at the same time, I urge that all political parties, all organizations across society must support a positive reform like this, as it will be in the larger interest of the state and the country as a whole.
मेघालय सरकार कोयला खनन के लिए निर्धारित 100 हेक्टेयर की शर्त में बदलाव के लिए केंद्र सरकार से बातचीत कर रही है। मुख्यमंत्री कनराड के संगमा ने कहा कि जब तक कोई बदलाव नहीं होता, तब तक पहले से स्वीकृत परियोजनाओं पर कार्य जारी रहेगा। यह मांग जैंतिया हिल्स के कोयला खनिकों की ओर से उठाई गई है।
Asking Government of India to amend that particular part. As I mentioned earlier to you, that for Government of India, it's not so simple in the sense that when they make a law, it's a law for the country. So it's not always possible for them to say, well, this is a law, but this clause is for Meghalaya, this clause is for... They did it for the 6th schedule, but it's not possible when they make all the laws. So therefore, otherwise every state will demand. So that's the reason why at that point in time when the 100 hectares condition came up, rather than arguing and trying to change those aspects, we felt that it was important to get through and at least start the process of mining and getting some licenses through. We went ahead and we got it. Now our second phase and step is to exactly achieve what you mentioned. I am hopeful, I'm very hopeful that we will get a positive response. But as you understand, it requires a lot of homework and a lot of lobbying at the grassroots level, at the Government of India level, and meeting all the different officials, meeting the minister, meeting all the Honorable Prime Minister. So we are doing our homework. We are on it, but it is taking time, as I said, because it is not a simple decision. Government of India, once they entertain one state, then you'll see other states also coming in and asking special provisions for themselves also. So it's not always possible for them to think. So, but we are still hopeful, as I said, that it will be done.
So what we've learned from the ground is that scientific mining is not very feasible according to some of the locals. What they're saying is that extracting a huge plot of land, like open cast mining, is even going to cause more environmental problem here.
Yeah, so basically there is plus and there is minus. I'm not a mining engineer, so I cannot comment on all the aspects. But yeah, basically looking at things, everything has got a plus, everything has got a minus. As you said, an open cast mine will open up the entire mine, and if it rains, then the entire flow will be there, water will flow. So all those aspects are there. That's the reason why there is a mining plan. That's why there are, competent authorities and agencies at the Government of India level. So they check and they give the approvals, and therefore, as of now, we have to go with that. And yes, we could argue in multiple ways regarding the pros and cons, even not at a national level, even at international level. There have been large discussions on the benefits and the negative side of open cast and tunnel mining. So all of these discussions are happening, but as I said, everything's got pros and cons. But as of now, because the regulations require us to move through the authorities at central government, those are the mining plans that they have approved. And as of now, we'll have to go ahead with those plans.
मुख्यमंत्री कनराड के संगमा ने परिसिमन के बाद मेघालय को संसद में अधिक सीट मिलने की उम्मीद जताई है। उन्होंने राज्य की जनसंख्या और भौगोलिक स्थिति को इसके लिए मजबूत आधार बताया।
And overall, to implement the women's reservation bill or the act when it is passed, we will be looking at the details of how it will be implemented. So those details are not with us right now. But as I said, I'm sure discussions will take place, and there will be scope for discussion and scope for intervention to see how the implementation of both delimitation as well as the Women's Reservation Act, which is a bill right now, but as and when it is passed, will not be as disruptive as it could be, and the disruption could be minimized. So yes, both need to go hand in hand.
Sir, do you
think that the delimitation bill is going to reduce the representation of the southern states, because most of the opposition are of that opinion? What about the northeast concerning the representation of political parties?
As I mentioned, that disruption should not be there. I have not gone through the details because I think it's just tabled. We don't know the contents, all detailed contents of it. But multiple times I have heard the government spokesperson, Government of India, mentioning in their comments that there will not be any decrease of seats. In fact, what I've been reading in the press, again, I'm limiting to the press because I just read some articles this morning before coming to office, was that the number of seats will increase from 500 to 800. So I expect that there will not be any decrease in any state. There could be some states that may gain more than some other states. That could be a possibility. But I think the decreasing of seats doesn't look like it's going to happen. And whatever the case may be, as I said, I'm sure Government of India will discuss with us, and this will be discussed at state as well as central level, and there will be, I'm sure, a lot of discussions. So if such situation comes up, we will discuss it at that point in time.
Sir, do you expect that at least one seat should increase in Meghalaya?
Yes, I do expect, and I feel that given the large population and the geographic extent of it, Government of India and the Delimitation Committee will positively look into that aspect. We are hopeful that our representation in Parliament will increase. So I do hope, but again, as I said, we'll have to wait and see.
राज्य सरकार पोलो से न्यू शिलोंग और नए सचिवालय तक 4 लेन सड़क बनाने की योजना पर काम कर रही है। मुख्यमंत्री कनराड के संगमा के अनुसार भूमि मालिकों के साथ चर्चा लगभग पूरी हो चुकी है और यह सड़क वन क्षेत्रों से होकर मोपात तक जाएगी।
Constructed as we speak. I don't have all the details of the maps, but yeah, one of the major ones is the 4-lane, which will take place from the CRPF camp in Polo, just after the bridge, and go through some of the forest areas and even the Milim Forest Reserve areas, and connect to Belfont, and then from Belfont all the way to Mopat, and then all the way to Secretariat. So we do expect that. We have had multiple levels of discussion at multiple agency level as well as individual levels. Whether it's with the the individuals who own land there, or whether it's with the Hima Milim, or whether it is even with the police, the school that is there. The in Golf Links is a school run by the police. department. So all different agencies and individuals and stakeholders, multiple rounds of discussion have taken place. We are have almost closed the discussions with almost everyone. There are one or two that are still left, but not major challenges. We have more or less come to some kind of an understanding. We just have to finalize the final details of it. So that will be the major connection. And as I said, that will be a 4-lane. It won't be 2-lane, it'll be a 4-lane. So we do expect that that would really help in the overall connectivity to the new secretariat and to the new Shillong area.
यहाँ रुकते हैं एक छोटे से ब्रेक के लिए, मिलते हैं ब्रेक के बाद।
Start your day with a move. For health, move. For love, move. And for the passion, move. Move, move, move. When there is movement, there is life.
But what if back pain comes in the way of this movement?
So, Move Pain Relief. Move's warmth eases pain and inflammation fast, letting movement resume. Move Pain Relief. When there is move, there is movement.
It's all right, dear. Everything is going to be fine. I brought something for you.
शुभम चैरिटेबल एंड वेलफेयर एसोसिएशन द्वारा तैयार किए जा रहे रीयूजेबल सैनिटरी पैड महिलाओं के लिए एक किफायती, टिकाऊ और पर्यावरण अनुकूल समाधान है।
मेघालय कैबिनेट ने ग्रेटर शिलोंग वेस्ट मैनेजमेंट एजेंसी के गठन को मंजूरी दे दी है। मुख्यमंत्री कनराड के संगमा ने कहा कि ये एजेंसी कचरा संग्रहण और निपटान व्यवस्था को बेहतर बनाने के लिए एक समन्वयक संस्था के रूप में कार्य करेगी।
Up of Greater Shillong Waste Management Agency and the registration as a society. As you are aware that Shillong is growing and urbanization is taking place at a very rapid pace. But the waste management and the overall collection of waste is being done by different agencies in different parts because of jurisdictions that are there in terms of the institutions that are present, and each institution having a jurisdiction of their own. Like the cantonment board has the jurisdiction in cantonment area, the municipal board has jurisdiction in municipal area, and beyond the municipal area, it is a 6th schedule area, and the district councils have the jurisdiction. And hence, there has always been a lack in coordination and sometimes inefficiency, which has led to the management of waste not being at the level that one would desire. And hence, there was a strong need for a creation of a Greater Shillong Waste Management Agency. This has been done, of course, after consultation with close to about 100 localities in the Greater Shillong area, which is about 100 plus 190 square kilometers, if I'm not wrong. And all these discussions have taken place with different localities, and more or less, the Greater Shillong planning area is covering 288 kilometers, 288.5 square kilometers. So it's a large.
भाजपा नेता एएल हैक ने बताया कि केंद्रीय नेताओं के साथ बैठक से स्वदेश दर्शन योजना और प्रसाद योजना जैसी योजनाओं के उपयोग पर जोर दिया गया है। इसका उद्देश्य राज्य के धार्मिक और सांस्कृतिक स्थलों का विकास करना है।
Like the Swadesh Darshan, today this is known as the Prasad scheme. So I have discussed with my party Karyakata and our state leader, like the president in the morning, and also with all the BJP leaders in the Meghalaya. We said that we want to develop that the Sangasi Sankami, one of the religious sites, which is very, very need of the hour to develop that site, and also the day club at Jaintia Hills. It is for the benefits of that Nyam tree for Jaintia Hills, for benefits of the Jaintia people of the Jaintia district. And also I have also proposed this to my central leader regarding the The first Christian church in Meghalaya, maybe in the Northeast, is the Presbyterian Church at Nong Saulia, Sora. So we want also to do the beautifications and development of that kind of, from that Swadesh Darshan scheme or the Prasad scheme. And also the Catholic Church, they have so many places. So whatever it is the best for the, the church, where which one we want to develop for the pilgrimage, and also for the religious site. It will not only for religious site, it will be attract the tourists coming from all over the country and also from the outside the country. And also, I have already discussed with the headman of Mausanram area. He's the assistant headman. Also, I told him also if we can develop the Mao Jimbin, the popularly known as the Shivling Cave at Mausanram. That also, I told them that he said that he have to sit with all the headman committee, the executive committee of the Barshnong, before we take it out of the scheme. But I told him very clearly to him that is not BJP scheme, that is not the government scheme, purely belong to the Shnong scheme only. So anything you want to ask regarding this?
So these are proposals from your end? Or
No, only yesterday we have discussed with Mr. Leader. They told me to give some suggestion on these few important places on the religious side, to develop religious side, both for the Darshan, Swadesh Darshan, and also for the development of the pilgrimage site.
Whether these proposals has many things.
Working does that sharp working there. We have discussed about this. They want also to develop that ground. So that ground, I know what kind of development they want, but that's why I have brought it to this topic, topic today, that at least they'll come to their knowledge also. If they are also interested, we can sit down, send the proposal, properly official proposal to the government of India for this development of the sites.
Approximately how much fund?
No, that I cannot say you anything right now. Now it is just discussing only to send the suggestion for this kind of scheme for the development of this state of Meghalaya.
Can we see that?
भाजपा के मुख्य प्रवक्ता मरियाहोम खारक्रांग ने लुम्पिंडेंग द्वीप पर प्रस्तावित पर्यटन परियोजना को लेकर चिंता व्यक्त की है। उन्होंने सरकार से पर्यावरणीय प्रभाव का ध्यान रखने, सरकारी भूमि की सुरक्षा सुनिश्चित करने और स्थानीय लोगों के हितों की रक्षा करने की अपील की।
Sea surrounding the Lumpongdang Island has raised some serious issues which go far beyond ecological concerns. See, from the environmental point of view, Umyam Lake is not just a scenic landmark. It is deeply embedded in the ecological and cultural fabric of Meghalaya. And Lumpongdang Island is regarded as an environmentally sensitive zone. While tourism development is the need of the hour, the government must carefully consider ecological impact before green signaling any project. Negative ecological support will have far-reaching consequences on Meghalaya and our people. And on this, we urge upon the government to reconsider, to rethink about the whole project and take all measures to ensure that there is no environmental impact in the area. There are a whole host of tourism projects which are on the cards, and all of these are on government land. As you know, Meghalaya, the government of Meghalaya holds very, very limited, has a very limited holding on land in Meghalaya. What we have seen is that last couple of years, a lot of land has been leased out for tourism purposes and bringing the the high-end and tourism projects to the state. It is a welcome move, no doubt, but we would suggest the government to take a different line on this. And our line is that a lot of private parties have got substantial amount of land, especially in Vihoy. Why don't the government felicitate these, these high-end projects with these private landholders and set up these projects rather than keep on using the government land. We welcome the government land that they have used for parking lots and for other purposes which will benefit the public at large.
महिला सशक्तिकरण के लिए शुभम चैरिटेबल एसोसिएशन ने मेघालय स्टेट रूरल लाइवलीहुड सोसाइटी के साथ मिलकर माइरांग में शी राइज जीरो वेस्ट पीरियड मिशन शुरू किया। इसके तहत 11 क्लस्टर स्तर फेडरेशनों को मुफ्त स्टार्टअप किट प्रदान की गई है। ये योजना महिलाओं को घर के कार्य करने और आर्थिक रूप से आत्मनिर्भर बनने के लिए प्रोत्साहित करती है। परियोजना प्रमुख पायल बजाज ने आय और पर्यावरण अनुकूल मॉडल पर प्रकाश डाला, जबकि अध्यक्ष पुष्पा बजाज ने महिलाओं की गरिमा, स्वास्थ्य और पर्यावरण के महत्व पर जोर दिया।
Who has been using this pad at least it should cover for 5 to 6 hours, but this has a coverage of only for an hour or 2. If the girl bleeds more, then she has to change within 2 hours.
Kini kita ki snai ki 100% plastic mo, ta kini ki pads istang pala, ta kini ki mdap rai ni san kantai, si kantai kila ayu kam tam ha kasi panang kong ka ba armo, ta mtanong pan inok sai fe kam no kilo.
All right, then I just remove this. In our daily, when we get our when girls get periods, during their periods, on the first day and the second day, we release about 20 ml to 30 ml of blood in a day. All right. So this is just for you to show a demo. See, the layer is so thin. All right. So I will take a 20 ml liquid and pour in this pad, and then again a 20 ml liquid again on the fresh pad. So this is how I pour the 20 ml liquid on the normal disposable pad. Alright, so it has absorbed. Yes, it has absorbed, but it has become very wet for us to use. Yes, this is the 20 ml. Now on the other hand, I pour the same amount of 20 ml on the... So please, you can stand up, sir. Madam. Card ID pen. Yes. You please hold this. This is what you have done. So please. Yes, sir, please. Yes, yes. Thank you.
Nan dapat nan kod ikongwan di 5 nong sit.
So please. You can just pull this, yes. Thank you. Thank you.
Liba dalil lindo nang lain.
Please come. Yes.
Bantem tio shisha kausin tio.
संसद के विस्तारित बजट सत्र का 3 दिवसीय विशेष सत्र शुरू होने जा रहा है। इसमें नारी शक्ति बंधन अधिनियम से संबंधित संवैधानिक संशोधनों पर चर्चा की जाएगी। आज के लिए इतना ही। देखते रहिए एपेक्स न्यूज इंडिया। नमस्कार।
Apex News, India, Northeast.